It's almost the end of the year, guys, so let's do a little bit of looking back and reflecting. So spend me like 2 minutes, please. I started this channel just about 1 year ago, and if someone had told me then that I would have more than 1,000 subscribers now, I wouldn't have believed them, really. But look at us now. And as bad as 2020 was, with all of the lockdowns and the long periods of isolation, it still brought me this happy place where I can be my creative self and just chat with you guys. And you guys don't know, but I actually find solace in dropping videos and in making videos for this channel, and the fact that you guys you get like new insights, or even if it's just a little bit of knowledge from the tutorials that I drop week in, week out. It's like a win-win situation for both of us. So I'm glad I didn't give up on this channel, and very, 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 very appreciative of you guys for subscribing to my channel and also continuing to watch my videos. Thank you, guys. Now, if there's anything you would like to see more of on this channel in the coming year, maybe tutorials that you would like to see, or something that you want me to do more of, or tutorials you would want me to make for this channel, or something you want me to improve on, please type it in the comment sections and I'll gladly work on them, like really. In today's tutorial, guys, I'm going to be refashioning one of my old clothes. I made this dress as far back as 2019, and you won't believe it, but I've actually only worn it once. So the inspiration for today's tutorial came from me wanting to refashion it into something casual enough for me to wear anytime, because we are all about ethical fashion here. And because I also kind of still like this fabric, guys. So let's move on. Let's move right ahead with today's tutorial, and please, guys, don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already done so. So because I'm refashioning this dress, I may not be able to show you from scratch how to get this part of the blouse. So but for your own, if you are trying to make it from scratch, all you have to do is to measure round your bust. You get your bust measurements, then you can multiply that by 3, just so that you have like a wide expanse of fabric. So you multiply by 3, whatever you get, that will be the bodice of your blouse. That is how you come up with this part. So all you have to do then, once you get that, you measure. I have like I think I currently have 2 inches here. So you measure 2 inches from the top here, and then here I have 1 inch. So you measure 2 inches from the top here, and then you cut a wide piece of fabric. You can see it here. So you attach that white piece of fabric to the 2 inches you measured earlier. You sew down here, and then you also sew down below. So it is going to create like a tunnel. Once you do that, it's going to create like a tunnel where you can pass an elastic band through. So once you do that, once you are done doing that, you measure your elastic, and then you stick it into this part to accommodate your bust. So really, that is all to do about this bodice piece. So, and then from my dress, I have the lower part of my dress. That is the dress that I'm trying to refashion into a blouse. The lower part I'm using to get the sleeve. So for the sleeve, this is my sleeve. It's in like a circle pattern. So even the blouse is also in like a circle pattern. So if you have like a large volume of fabric, you can always cut this in a circle fabric. So it's in a circle pattern rather. So the pattern is going to be like, it's going to be the inner upper radius of your circle. That is, this part is going to be wider than your bust, like I mentioned earlier. So that is it for this one. but if you don't have like a wide piece of fabric, you can always cut like a straight piece of fabric. You multiply your bust by 3 like I mentioned earlier, and then you gather back with your elastic to get your bust. So for the sleeve you also do the same thing, and this is my circle piece for the sleeve. If you don't have a large expanse of fabric, also you can always just cut like a straight, rather than having like a circle piece like this, a circle pattern like this. You can always cut like a straight piece of fabric. So for that, just get your bicep measurements or armhole measurements, multiply by 3 or 4, or depending on how much fabric you have, and then you get it. Then you measure how long you want your sleeve to be. So since you want it like really long, you measure from your shoulders to your wrists and all of that. So yeah, that is it. So for the sleeve bit, that is what we'll be focusing on mostly in this tutorial. So I'm going to, if you look at the sleeve, you'll see that it has like 3 tiers. So this part is going to be like this is the top, obviously. Then from the top you can measure like maybe 7 or 8 inches. So once you have that, you just measure it down. You know, this is like a wide piece of fabric. This is not how long, just because it can I can fit it in onto my table. That's why it's folded like this. So I'm just going to, this is it right here. So you measure your 7 inches from the top. So this is 7 inches. Then you do the same all the way round, like round the fabric. So, and this is going to be my first tier. So I'm just going to measure like maybe 1.5 inches here, and then you do it round. So this is going to be the first tier. So from here, from this line here, you can measure like maybe 7 inches again, and then you mark that out again, and then you measure 1.5 inches again. So if you want more than 3 tiers, more than this is 1, 2, 3 years. If you want more than 3 tiers, all you have to do is to mark out the amount of tiers you want on this. So then that is it. So all you have to do then next is to cut like a long strip of fabric that is exactly 1.5 inches wide and long enough to fit onto this part, and then you sew on top of this, just like we did on the blouse. So just like we did here, you can see. So you're just going to cut like a long strip of fabric, and then you sew down here. So it's going to create like a casing or tunnel for your elastic band to enter through. So you do the same also for the second tier, and that would be all. So I'm just going to do all of that now, and then I'll show you the next bit. So, and then you also fold up. Once you can finish the raw edges of this part, and then you fold it like by maybe 1 inch. So you fold 1 inch all the way around. So it's going to create a casing also for the elastic of the upper part. This is going to be this way. You can finish the edges here by just turning it in, or you use your baby lock machine to do this. So I'm just going to sew on all my casings now, and then I'll show you the next thing to do. So this is my second sleeve. This is my first sleeve. This is my second sleeve. I'm going to do exactly the same thing I've done here. I'll do it here, and then I'll show you the next thing to do. Now these are my sewn tunnels. You can see this is the first one, this is the second one. So this first tier 1, tier 2, and then I made this one down. I already sewed this one down. That's it for the tiers. So now I'm going to stick my elastic strips into this. So to stick it, you have to measure different widths of your arms. That is, you can measure somewhere around here. That is for this last part. You can measure somewhere around here. Then for the second part, that is this one, you can measure somewhere around it. That is your short sleeve width. And then for the upper part here, you can just measure like your armhole width. So for this is like 8 inches, so I'm going to stick this into the tunnels here, and then also cut another elastic strip for this part and then for this part. So you stick it into these strips the normal way we stick elastic into a fabric. So now that the entire elastic is in here, I'll just I'll sew this down just so that it doesn't get pulled in. So I'll sew this part down, and then I'll keep moving my pin inside the fabric. And now once you're done with that, this is what your sleeve would look like. You can see tiers. This is the first tier, second tier, and then this is the upper part. So that's really it. I'm just going to pull this inside out. Now you can decide to wear this like this, or that is, you can decide to wear it like a detachable sleeve. So you can decide to wear it like a detachable sleeve like this, or you attach it to the bodies of your blouse. So you locate somewhere around the side. So you locate somewhere around the side and you fix this there. So you fix this here. I hope you understand and you can see what I just did. So you just pick your sleeve and then you put it at the side of your blouse, and then you just sew down here. You sew it down like this. So this goes this way. So I'm just going to do that now, and also fix my second sleeve, and then I'll show you the final outcome of this crop blouse or cold shoulder blouse, anything you want to call it. So yeah, if you have any questions concerning today's tutorial, if there's anything you don't understand or you would like me to explain more on, please type it in the comment section, and then I'll reply as soon as I can. So don't forget to tap the subscribe button, guys, and give this video a thumbs up sign if you found it helpful.